So the first Pixar film to hit Disney Plus without paying that $30 Premier Access fee is now available to all of you guys. Is it worth checking out? Stick around to find out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Luca. It's currently 5 a.m. in the morning, and I just finished watching Luca as well as the 8th episode of The Bad Batch, Star Wars The Bad Batch. So if you guys are interested in checking out that review, it's also up around the same time as this one. But here we are to talk about the latest Pixar film, the latest Disney Pixar film, and the first ever Pixar film to be on Disney Plus without the extra $30 Premier Access charge. And yeah, you know, I was pretty surprised to see that they completely skipped the theatrical release with this one. I was very curious to see about it, but it was also a movie that I feel wasn't marketed heavily, and I know a lot of people don't even really know what this movie is. But after having seen the movie, I can definitely say I really loved it. I'll go ahead and say, since it's a new movie, there will be no spoilers here, but I will talk about the basic gist that you can see in the trailer and the posters, you know, obviously what the movie is about. So the film centers on 3 characters, and one specifically, obviously, the title character, Luca. We have sea monsters in this movie, and Luca is one of them, as well as a friend he ends up making not too long into the film named Alberto. Later on, they end up meeting a human girl named Julia, and they end up building a friendship and going through this whole race process to win some money in order for them to win this dream vehicle that our main character and Alberto are very interested in. Now, I don't want to get too deep into everything that's happening in this, but the basic gist is that you have these sea monsters, you have Luca, who are these very cute creatures that live down at the bottom of the ocean, and yeah, they kind of have like a little bit of a society down there, a little sea monster society. However, the town that they live near, the human town that's in Italy, yeah, they have a bit of a fear of these monsters, and they kind of treat them like monsters. So they want to hunt them down, and it's very dangerous for these sea monsters to come anywhere near the surface. That's when Luca ends up meeting Alberto, and he ends up going to the surface, and when they go on the surface, they turn into humans. But if they get wet, they start to appear as sea monsters once again. So they end up going out there to kind of seek adventure, seek, you know, this new life, in a lot of ways very Little Mermaid-esque. And yeah, they end up getting caught into some trouble. They end up meeting this little human girl named Julia, and they end up kind of going for this prize money in this race, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. And so yeah, that's the basic gist of this movie. The overall message to take from this one, as you can expect from any Disney Pixar film, is definitely the idea of, you know, being comfortable with who you are in the world. You know what I mean? We all know what it is to feel different, to feel out of place, and to feel like maybe you're kind of have all eyes on you, like people would attack you, like people won't accept you. And this movie definitely kind of asks you to embrace that and take everything on in the world. You know what I mean? Even if you keep that part of yourself hidden, you know, to go out and just still allow yourself to live and do the things that you want to do in the world, you know what I mean? To find those friends and those people in your life that are going to accept you. And also on a parental side, there's a message for parents as far as being able to see that your kids may be a little bit of an outsider, but allowing them to go out there and kind of, you know, explore the world, to make those connections and those friends that they will kind of be able to be accepted by. So yeah, I really enjoyed the theme, the message of the film. You know, Disney, Pixar, they're phenomenal when it comes to that kind of stuff. In terms of the animation, the voice acting, great. You have Jacob Tremblay as the main role in the film. You have Sacha Baron Cohen in here. Jack Dylan Grazer, I believe is his name, who plays Alberto in the film. And yeah, there's a tons of other really great actors in this film. The director, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I should have written it down, so I'll have it pop up down here. But yeah, it's actually his first feature-length film. He had done a 7-minute short before this, and so this was his first directorial, you know, feature debut, and he did phenomenal. I really enjoy the way that this film was directed. It's beautiful as far as just the animation. It's stunning. And one thing that I really enjoyed about the animation for this film is, you know, there's kind of like that basic Pixar model that we've seen for a lot of human characters in a lot of films. You know, obviously some of the most iconic characters are, you know, unique to their own specific character design, but you know, there's the side characters and sometimes the parents in these films that a lot of times have a very similar Pixar look in terms of the way they're animated. And what I liked about this film is that the just complete character design of all the characters in this film, for the most part, was very different from anything we've seen from Pixar before. On top of that, you have really top-notch animation, and the film was just a nice movie to watch. It breezed by. It didn't feel very long. It had a nice message. It was a fun adventure. I really thoroughly enjoyed these characters, the score, again, the animation, the voice acting. I was really into the narrative. I didn't really get as emotional as maybe I get from other Pixar films, but I did get a little teary-eyed at a certain point near the end. But overall, really thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. Have you seen Luca? Are you planning on seeing Luca? Is it something that interests you? And if you have, do you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Definitely curious to hear what people think about this movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Seeing it at 3 a.m. this morning, it was just a nice breezy watch. I was tired while watching it, as I am right now, but overall, I stayed awake. I was never bored. I was never disengaged from the narrative, the story, these characters. By the end of the movie, I cared about the characters. I cared about their journey, and quite frankly, I hope we get a Luca 2. I think this is a movie that would have been beautiful to have seen on the big screen, and it's kind of a bummer that it went straight to streaming without having that theatrical release option for people like myself who really want to have that theatrical release, option. So yeah, you can now go on to Disney Plus if you're already a subscriber to Disney Plus and check out Luca. It's right there for you, no extra charge, and I highly recommend you do so. So I'll go ahead and wrap up my quick thoughts here on the movie. Luca, check it out, Disney Plus, like button, subscribe for more videos, comment your thoughts on the movie, the video, whatever you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.